Good evening, everyone.
Hey, how are you? How are you doing all?
Hello.
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 So I welcome you back to the class. And I will start by showing you the new development so far in the classroom. Now, if you look at my well, there's an announcement I made today, and that it is that the homework one is ready. So week one homework are ready. So again, you can locate those homework by going to using this Alex. So when you finish that homework in Alex, they don't automatically go into Canvas. I will have to transfer them myself to Canvas. So if you finish them and you don't see a grade in Canvas, don't panic, because eventually by the end of the week, I will transfer all of them to Canvas. So you guys you click on this place here, Magro here, and then you can see your Alex account. And when you go into your Alex, you can see the homework. I'm going to show you just for today so that you can know, you will know how to access them. Once you're in Alex, you click on assignments and go to the, assignment. I don't know how you see it on your end, but this is how, of course, it's almost the same thing. You can see the initial homework, the first homework here, and it's due on Sunday. Homework 2 is due on 26th, which is Sunday. Then homework 3, that one is due on the next Sunday, not this one. So by that time, we have now we haven't covered a lot. So I would recommend that you begin the homework after maybe we'll cover some of probably after tomorrow. Then you can start them. But if you want to start early, I know that we have smart people in this class. So if you want to start early, you can start early. No problem with that. I have no problem with that. Okay. Again, next thing is now. Let's begin the class. Any question? Did somebody have a question?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I tried to view.
Hello. Hello. Any question for me?
Yes, I have a question, Professor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, how many attempts do we have at the homeworks?
Hello.
It's unlimited attempts. So homework are unlimited. You can take it as many times as you want, provided you complete them by the due date. After the due date, you can't take them anymore.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but for tests, you will have 2 attempts. But homework is unlimited. You can just keep taking them. If you don't get it right the first time, you can take it again. I will only pick the highest score, after the week is over, and then transfer it to a Canvas gradebook.
Right.
Any other question?
Yes.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. Has the homework been, is it on Alex now?
Yes, I just showed you a few minutes ago.
Because on my own, I can't see it there. I don't know what's going on.
When did you check it last?
Just, I'm there now.
Yeah, log out and log back in and check it again. It should be there.
If I could say something, Professor.
Go ahead.
When I first signed up for the Alex, for some reason it made me do an assessment test.
Me too.
Once I finished that, then all of the professors assigned homework and everything showed up. So you have to do that assessment first, and then you'll have access to everything that the professor has put up. It's about, on my side, it was about maybe 10 questions, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, it's a general assessment, yes.
Yes.
So, does that answer your question? The last person that asked?
Yes, that answers it. Thank you very much.
Any other question?
You're welcome.
The PowerPoints that you was reading off of yesterday in class, do we have access to that on Canvas?
Yeah. When you go to
What do I go
files, can you see my screen?
Yes, I see it.
Go to files, and then you scroll down all the way to until you see lecture 1.
Okay.
That's it right here.
Okay. Thank you.
And the one we used today, tonight you see it here, right here.
Okay, thank you.
I also posted the videos for you guys in Canvas. I'm sure you see the video that I posted of what we did yesterday. And see, see, look at the videos. You can watch them as well. Look at the videos. See, there are the links here. You can put picture of the link. You can watch our videos of what we did last night. Okay. All right, let's begin. All right, to be starting with let's see, where did I kept it? I opened too many please mute yourself if you are on yeah, let me see. Let me close some pages so that we can have enough room. I'm gonna share this first. So let me close some pages. Okay, this one here. All right, this is it. I'm going to share it. Can you see the screen now? The presentation?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. There are so many. A lot of pages. I'm going to close them. Okay. We are good. Now we start today night with the frequency distribution and graph. A frequency distribution simply means a distribution that consists of classes and their corresponding frequencies. We have two types. We have the one we call the categorical frequency distribution. And so in this one, it is used for data that are placed in specific categories. Things like the category can be blood group, gender, political affiliation, and so on. And then the grouped one here, when the data set is large, we use this better approach actually when we want to summarize data during the time when all these softwares we have today, they don't exist in those times. We use this method, group frequency distribution, to summarize data. Yeah. So we put them in specific categories or classes. Then we can now get their frequencies. So that's we call that one group frequency distribution. We still use them today because they still help us to find things like boundaries and groups and so on and so forth. Now let us start with the example of the categorical frequency distribution. Suppose we have 25 Army inductees. We are given blood test to determine their blood type. So the data set are summarized below. And this question says, construct a frequency distribution to present this data and then interpret your results. So what you do in this form is you look at the group, put the table, see the category blood group, and then the frequency. Now it goes from blood group A to A, B, O, and AB. And then you have for A's, how many A's do we have? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the frequency for A is 5. For B, how many B's do we have in the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So for B is 7. So we follow it all the way to the last one. And then we can now get the total of the group of the different frequencies. We add all the frequencies to get the total. And then we can get their percent values. So to add them, to get this total frequency, we can just use a calculator to add them. And that will become 5 plus 7. You can see the calculator, right? Can you?
Yes. Yeah.
Plus 9. Plus, I think the last one is 5, I believe. 25. That gives us the total frequency of 25. And next is to find the percent. Some question might not require you to find the percent, but I put it anyway, just in case to ask you. To get the percent for the group A, you do 5 out of 25 divided by multiplied by 100. So that gives you 5 out of 25. 5 divided by 25. And then the result, you multiply it by 100 to get the percent. That gives 20%. And that is how we get this percentage that we have here. You can see right there, 20%. So following all the steps, the same steps, you can get the rest of the percentages. So this is the categorical type. And then, of course, in statistics, when you get the data set, prepare it, summarize the data, you have to interpret the result. When you look at this result, you can see that majority of the inductees belong to group B and O. So actually, not B and O. B and O, because B is 28%, O is 36%. So majority belong to this. So you can see the interpretation that you can write that most of the inductees belong to blood group B and O, and only 16% of them belong to group AB, and 20% to belong to 5. So if you to use it to make decision, whoever is in charge of this platoon, suppose that they were sent on a mission, maybe outside the country. Usually that involves an act of fighting in a war. Some of them might get hurt. So you have to prepare, know the quantity of the blood types you keep ready in case anybody needs a blood transfusion, So that's basically what it is. Any question on this? Any question?
No.
Okay, go ahead. If there is a question, ask. Oh, no, okay, you say no question. Okay, good. Excellent. Now, for the group frequency distribution, it requires a lot of things to be done. First of all, you have to find the class width, and then get all the groups ready before you can now count the frequencies. Okay. Let's look at this example here. It says the following data sets list the prices of 30 portable GPS systems. Construct a frequency distribution that has 7 classes. Then after constructing the distribution, find the following: find the midpoint, cumulative frequency for each class, cumulative frequency, and class boundary. So you start by getting the class width. So the formula for class width is maximum number minus minimum number divided by number of classes. In this case, they ask you to use 7 classes. So with that, you can say the largest number here is let's see, 450, and the smallest number here is what is it? Okay, the last one here. Did I miss anything? Oh, it's right here. The smallest is 59. So maximum is 450, minimum is 59, divided by 7. So we have 450 about 59 divided by 7. Okay. So make sure when you put it in the calculator, if you put it the right way, it will give you the right answer. If you put it the wrong way, it will give you the wrong answer. So you have 450 minus 59. Okay. Divided by the number of classes, which is 7 of them. Okay, 55.85. Now, we always round up to the next whole number. So that means it's gonna be 56. So our class width is 56. So you can see how it is here, rounded to 56. With this, we can now start from the smallest number, using 59 as the minimum value. Then you keep adding 56. So write this. Remember that the smallest number here is 59. So you write 59 first. And that our class width is 56. So you add 56 to 59, you get 115. Keep adding 56. Add 56 to this number here, you get 171. Add 56 to 171, you get 227. Keep adding on until you reach the 7th class. Now you repeat the same thing on this side. This side, you know that we have 59 here, and we have 115. So what's going to be here is 114. Then you keep adding, start to add 56. So you have 114 here, then keep adding 56 again. If you add 56 to 114, you get 170. If you add 56 to 170, you get 226. If you add 56 to 226, you get 282, and so on and so forth, until you get to the last one. So you can see that you have your classes here, 59 to 114, 115 to 170, 171 to 226. Now, once you have this class, you can now start getting your frequency. This frequency is here. Now we look at this. How do we get the frequency for this number here? Okay. To get the frequency, we have this group, all these different groups. There's 2 ways you can do it. I'm going to show you one of the easiest way you can do it. Now, you see, let me see if I can copy this image here. Let me copy the image. Okay. Let me write this down and then show you how you can get it faster. Okay. I'm going to write 90. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back and forth so I can show you how quick we are doing it. Okay, we have, let's say that we have this number, class interval and their frequency. Okay, and then class interval, frequency. I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now we can learn how add other things here eventually. So the first interval we have, let me write them all down so you can get the frequencies. Right, 59 to 114, 115 to 170, 171 to 226, 227 to 282. Then 283 to 338. Then 339 to 394. Then 395 to 450. So how many classes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let me write them down so you can see it on the screen. Okay. We have here. Okay. We have 59 to 114. We have 115 to 170. So you have 171 to 226. Then we have 227 to 282. We have 283 to 338. We have 339 to 294. Okay. Okay, we have this. Now we have 394. Then have 395 to 450. So once you have it in this way, in this manner, you can. I'm gonna put tally here. Tally make it easy for us to get the numbers out. Okay. Now then frequency. So now you start looking at the numbers. Start looking at the numbers. Numbers we have, the first number we have there in that group is, what is it? 90, right? And 90 belongs to this group, 59 to 114. So you put one tally there for 90, okay? Then, so you keep doing that until you get all the numbers in. The second number is 275. 275 belong to this group here. 275 to this group here. So you put tally there. Okay. The next number becomes 220. And 220 belong to what group? See, 220 could be in this group. So you put tally there. Next number is 130. 130 belongs to what group? It belongs to this group here. So you put a tally mark. Then our next number is 270. 270 belong to what group? See, 270 belong to this group here, this one here. So put another tally. Okay. Next is we have about 270. Next will be next will be 100. And 100 belong to what group? You're gonna be in this group. Put another tally. Next one is 400. 400 belong to what group? 400 belong to this group here. So put tally mark there. So next one is 150. 150 belong to what group? Look at the group. It is here. So put tally. So this is following this method for all of them, you will get this result that we have here. You can see right there. See the result. When you put all the tallies, this one is 1, 2, 3. This should be 5. You can see the 5 frequency is 5. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, we have 4 of them and a slash on it. That means it's 5. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see 8 right there. So following that, once you put all the tallies, count the tallies, it will give you all the frequencies. Any question? Any question, class?
No. No.
So that means we have answered the first part. Because the question says, construct a frequency distribution that have 7 classes. So this is our frequency distribution with 7 classes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. Now, the other question they asked us there is include this following. It says, find the midpoint, relative frequency for each class, cumulative frequency for each then class boundary. So the midpoint, to find the midpoint, the formula, I will take you to the page where I have all the results. Then I will tell you what we did to get those results.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I have a question. Can you go to the next slide?
This one here.
Next slide. Next one.
This one here.
Okay, this 114 here, the upper limit, how did you get it?
Well, the rule of thumb is this: if this is one, if the second lower class interval is a number, subtract 1 from that number to get your the first upper limit. So this is 115. That means that tells you automatically that this is gonna be 114.
Okay. So how do you not get the subsequent ones? What did you do?
Oh yeah, you add the class. Remember, first of all, we got the class width as 56.
Okay, 56.
So you keep adding the 56.
56. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Then when you get the first one here, then you keep adding. If you add 56 to 114, you get 170.
Okay.
Add 56 to this, so until you get the last one.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So other question they have there, after we have answered the first one, they say find the midpoint, find the relative frequencies for each class, cumulative frequency, and class boundary. So I'm going to take you to a page where I have already calculated those. Then I'll show you how the answers were obtained. So that is the page. This is the page right here. Okay. Now, okay, this is it. So we already have this frequency from our last example. Our last question. You remember the frequency we got after getting the tally marks. We get all this already. If you remember, they're from here, right here. See, this class and this frequency. We are summarized at this point here. Okay. Now let's answer the question. Say find the midpoint. How do we get the midpoint here? To get the midpoint, do this plus that divided by 2. Write it down. So the lower class interval plus the upper class interval divided by 2. But the whole of this on the left are called the lower class interval. The whole of it on the right are called the upper class interval. So the lower class interval plus the upper class interval divided by 2. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself if you are unmuted. Okay. Okay. So to get the first midpoint, which is this one here, I will show you right away. So that means we have the that is lower class interval, which is for that one is 59 plus the upper class interval of 114 divided by 2. Give us a midpoint of 86.5, which you can see it here. You can see it here, 86.5. So once you get the midpoint, so you follow the same process. You add these 2 and divide by 2, you get 142.5. Following the same method, you get the rest of the midpoints. Question on this?
Yes, you said add the 59 plus the 114 and then divide by 2.
Yes, ma'am. So let me do another one, like this second one. It's a 115 and 170. So I'm going to take you to the calculator. You can see it. I have 115 plus 170. Okay, divided by 2. You get 142.5. And you can see it right here.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. See 142.5. Any other question on this? Any other question on this? Okay, good. Now, remember, like I said last night, this thing is only giving us 40 minutes. So our 40 minutes is about to expire. When it expires, please give it 10 minutes, then log back in, following the same link that you used to log in tonight, okay? All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So now,
Yeah.
it's about to expire. When it expires, just follow that link and then to give it 10 minutes and log back in. Now, relative frequency, the formula is this: frequency divided by total. So when you add all these numbers here, you forget it at 30. This symbol means sum of F, I mean sum of frequency. You add all of them, 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, you get 30. So each of this number divided by 30 will give you this one here. For example, the first one is 5 divided by 30. Let me show you. We have okay, 5 divided by 30. 0.166 is which round up to 0.17. Round the 0.17, and you can see it right here. 0.17. And to get the second one, you do 8 by 30, get 0.27. Again, it is okay. 8 by 30, get 0.26, 0.2666. That means 0.2. If you round it to second, it will give you 0.27, and you can see it right there. Okay, 0.27. So follow the same method for each of them. Divide by 30, give you all these numbers here. Okay. Yep.
Sorry, where did you get the 30 from? Or is just an equation?
After you add all these numbers here,
Okay.
if you add all of this, you get 30.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then how did you get the relative frequency?
Each of numbers here, divide by 30. 5 divided by 30, give you 0.17.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Now, this one is where some people get confused, but it's actually easy. They call it the cumulative frequency. The first one is staying the same. To get the second one, you add to the next number. So 5 plus 8 gives you 13. You can check it with your calculator. 13 plus 6 gives you 19. 19 plus 5 gives you 24.
24 plus 2.
To give you 30 is 26. 26 plus 1 give you 27. 27 plus 3 give you 30. That's it. You answered all of them. Question on this?
Can you repeat how you got the last one? I was taking notes.
Okay. Last one
I know
is
the first one stays the same. Okay.
Its first one stay the same, yes. To get the next one, add to the next frequency. So 5 plus 8. 8 is the next frequency. So 5 plus 8 gives you 13. 13 plus 6 give you 19. Okay?
Got it.
Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question on this? Okay. Now, our time is almost up. Before it goes up, I want to state this. Relative frequency, this one, when you add all of them, you always get 1. And that one represents 100%. So if you have 1.2, that means you are incorrect. You have to double check your work again. If you have 98.98, that means you have to double check your work. So, and also, the relative frequency is also a percentage. For example, this 0.17 actually means 17%. 0.27 actually means 27%. 0.2 also means 20%, and so on and so forth. So we add all of them, you get 100%. So this one here represents 100%. Then second thing is this, cumulative frequency. Once you get the last one, you see that the last one is 30, which is the same as the total frequency you have on this side. So, while you can add frequencies total here, once you get to 30 for the last number for this cumulative frequency, you start.
I'm confused.
Yeah, ask question if you're confused.
So you said that, let me see. So frequency divided by sample size is always going to be 1?
I say frequency divided by total give you the relative frequency.
Oh,
now, when you get all the relative frequencies, when you get all of them, How do you, if you add all of them, see all the relative frequencies here. If you add all of them, you get 1. And that 1 represents 100%.
Oh, so what's the F over N then? I thought that the F over N was class frequency divided by sample size.
Yeah, that's what you did on this side. 5 divided by 30 give us 0.17. That's what.
And then when we add all that up, and then it equals 1. Okay.
1. Yeah. Another question before we close and then log back in, because we have only 4 minutes. It's not going to allow us to finish the other things we have. Any other question? Okay. So that means when we come back, we begin with histogram. That was necessary. So in a histogram, the bars are close together. So we discussed that when we log back in a few minutes. So I will see you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
So remember.
Okay.
Go back to give it 10 minutes. Go back to the same link you used to log in tonight and log back in after 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
I'll see you back here soon. I don't know why the school have already subscribed for this, but I think they're working on it because I contacted them somebody yesterday. I think they're working on it. Hopefully by the end of the week they can fix it. If they don't fix it, we continue like this. So long as you are getting the concept, that's the most important thing for me. As long as you're understanding me, and in the homework and tests, I'm going to ask you only what I have taught you. So I cannot ask you what I didn't teach you, okay? All right. See you soon.
All right.